Hello, Internet. I'm Hugo.
I'm Jake.
And we have some good news for anyone who... And this is unpopular culture. And we have some good news for anyone who
Watches movies?
watches movies but finds it too expensive to go out all the time.
Or is too lonely. Too lonely.
You just nailed half our audience. So,
Yeah.
there's a new... not a new service, actually. A new pricing model by the service, MoviePass, because they have a new CEO who was the former co-founder of Netflix and, I believe, former head of Redbox has come in, and they've changed their pricing model. Yeah.
That guy is the guy that would be on Blockbuster's hit list if they could afford a hit list.
Yes, yeah, they would. He's come on to MoviePass, and what that is MoviePass is this little card you can get, essentially a little card with your name on it, and you can go to any movie theater, provided it's in their partnership, which
Sure.
is 91% of movie theaters across the continental United States.
It's a lot of them.
And you can go to a movie theater once a day and see one movie every day with that card.
$15 a month?
$10 a month.
Oh, that's so little money! That's less than a ticket.
And you could, and you could go see a movie a day. It actually used to be, before the new CEO came in, it was $50 a month or $45, which is a lot. Still probably cheaper than if you
You'd have to go to three or four
movies. And it was a 24-hour cooldown. So if you saw a movie at 2 p.m. yesterday, you got to wait till 2:01 p.m. to see one the next day. Now it's just per day. It doesn't apply to IMAX or special format, but
Which is fine.
But it's
So no 3Ds.
$10 a month. Go see a movie a day.
Now I can go see Oscar bait movies in theaters.
Which
I don't usually do. I usually see the blockbusters in theaters because that's what it's for.
This is a fantastic idea.
Great idea. They didn't pay us to say this, by
They
the
didn't
way.
pay us to say this. Actually, I'll be honest with you. The day this got announced, I tried to get into their website. Everything crashed. I tried to download the app. It crashed. Everything kept crashing because so many people were trying to get on because it's such an insane deal.
Yeah.
What's the catch? Here's the catch. The catch is the company, MoviePass, is partnering with an analytics firm, so what they're going to do is take your movie viewing behaviors and probably sell them to studios.
So we're gonna get worse
That's
movies.
it. We might get worse movies if a bunch of people buy MoviePass and use it.
But
Okay.
you won't waste your money on those movies because of MoviePass.
That's
It
true.
perpetuates itself.
I'm just saying, don't buy MoviePass and then go see the Emoji Movie 7 times.
Please don't
Please
see the
don't do
Emoji
that.
Movie. See really good Oscar bait movies. Anything with Leo DiCaprio, like that movie he's doing where he's going to be Leo da Vinci.
That's happening. By
Yeah,
the
that's
way.
real.
That's real.
I'm not making that up. Anything with I know Daniel Day-Lewis said he was retiring, but he'll be in the second to last Mohican.
Seriously though, this is excellent because over the years, I mean, I think we've all noticed a trend in the industry. There's been so much competition from things like HBO, Netflix, you know, with all these really, really great AMC, these shows that are on the level of long movies, essentially.
I thought of a better title: Son of the Last Mohican.
That is better. And more people have been relegating their movie going to big popcorn,
Yeah.
and you know, things that need to be seen
Right
on the
here,
big
this
screen.
guy.
You know, basically Marvel.
Probably you too.
Yeah,
especially because we often take dates.
Sure, just cause
We are very well off with the ladies. Two of them specifically.
just because it's so expensive. At least at our local theater, and we're not even in a big city or anything. Tickets are like $13.
I was gonna say, you're looking at about $26 roughly with tax to take two people to a movie. And then, I mean, if you got popcorn and just one drink and you shared that, that's like $11, $12. So
Yeah.
you're almost $50 in. That's not including if you wanted to get dinner because it's a date night or whatever. You could be spending upwards of $100 every time you go to the movies just based on what's around your movie theater. Like when I used to live across the country in Boise, the movie theater I always went to was in this plaza. It was really nice on the inside, and there was like bars and restaurants and tons of shit to do. So whether or not you wanted to, you always ended up spending more money because there was just so much shit to do. So, and they also had like I would go VIP, and they had a restaurant inside the movie theater upstairs called the Backstage Bistro. I mean, there's just so movie theaters are branching out and doing a lot of stuff, but this for people like Hugo and I, or you if you watch a lot of movies and really enjoy. That's such a good deal. Literally, if 12 movies a year pay for that. Well, actually 11 would, because it's only $10 a month.
Well, I'm trying to think. If I saw 2 movies a month, and 2 movies a month, even in bad months, at least one comes out. Summer, there's going to be 3 or 4 a month. I'll go see that. It's a win-win.
June, July, August.
It's a win-win-win for everyone because
May.
the theaters are going to get more people in there.
Yeah, which
and
make
that's
more concessions.
That's what they make money on.
And now
anyway.
because I'm only spending $10 a month and not spending a ticket, I'll probably buy more concessions.
We get to see more movies.
Yep.
Firms get data so they can see what kind of movies people want to see when they can see more movies.
I'm more likely to buy the Blu-ray of things I saw in theaters if it was good.
I think the only person losing out here is probably the studios. I think the studios are going to lose a little bit of money.
Unless they still make the same cut and the theaters lose the ticket money.
Well, then they'll make it up with the concessions anyway.
This seems like the best way to do it, and it seems like the only way to do it. Also, by the way, Hugo couldn't go with his girlfriend with the one card. They'd both have to have a card.
Yes, it's $10 per person per month, I should say, but that still averages out to be cheaper than
that's still one
usual.
movie.
If you saw 2 movies a month or whatever, I gotta assume most people can think of at least 2 movies a month, right?
Especially if they're free when you go in there.
For instance, my girlfriend really likes horror movies, bad horror movies that I
suck.
That I know based on the trailer are terrible, schlocky, jump scare, waste of money fests. I don't want to spend a bunch of money going to see that just because it's a waste of everyone's time. We'll watch it on Netflix in 6 months, whatever.
And the last scene is always, the main character thought they got away, but they didn't get away. Ha-ha! Cut to black.
Yeah, but with this, $10 a month, I already paid for it. Might as well, what are we going to do? Let's go see a movie. Especially in towns like ours, where one of the only things to do is go see a movie or go eat.
You could go to one of the shitty bowling alleys.
Oh, God. Hang out with a bunch of alcoholic 40-year-olds who blame brown people for their problems.
Well, it's because the brown people are their problems.
Our town's full of racists.
It is.
Anyway. So I just thought everyone should know about this, because this is an amazing deal. And again, we didn't get... This is, as far as I can tell, if this turns out to be a big scam, our bad. But it doesn't seem...
$10 scam is not that bad.
No, it's actually not.
I've seen worse scams. I've gotten emailed worse scams.
Yeah, but from what I can tell, right now, the website and everything is working. I was able to sign up for it today. It was fine. There are websites that let you go look and see if your local theaters do it. For reference, we're in, again, like I said, not a big city, but all the theaters around us take it. And I was pretty surprised, because normally we're left out of stuff like this, just because we're kind of not in a big area or anything. Populated. But all the theaters near us are taking it, so they must have just gone out and just cold called so many places and been like, hey. It borderline makes me wonder how many theaters said yes to this and didn't realize, like, oh, people are going to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, some company, you're going to $10, sure, whatever.
Movie theater guy who's owned it for 17 years is like, well, I haven't had a person walk in this door in a week, so I guess I don't care. You're telling me they're going to buy my poppycorns? He says poppycorns. That's his character flaw.
Anyway, I guess that's it. I don't know. Normally we're like here with some cynical bullshit news about a studio making like a goddamn.
That's a good idea.
Job of the Hutt spinoff. Or
that's a real thing. Tune in next week for sort of talk about that, but more happy things. Maybe Ewan McGregor news. Ewan. It's not Ewan.
We can talk about Ewan. We can talk about Oscar bait Holocaust dramas now. Don't you want to hear that and all our sensitivity therein?
More than blowing your nose into the mic.
Have you guys seen my spec script for Oscar Schindler starting a J-Date account? It's great.
Is J-Date Asians?
No, J-Date is Jewish people.
Oh,
which is why
I thought it was like J for Jap.
No, which is why that joke follows.
That makes sense.
Why would Oscar Schindler have a thing for Japanese women?
Because he's a white guy with a lot of money. That adds up.
I stand corrected.